Alrighty. Hi there, guys. Hello. What's going on? I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Okay. Let me see. Where's OBS? There it is. Okay. Whoops. We got to move this. Let's do that really quickly. I hate it when they do that. I really do. It bugs me. There we go. They just have to pop in their ads. That's all that they got to do. Thanks for mod. Oh, dude, of course. What's going on, guys? How we all doing, Jacqueline? What's going on? RC. RC, what's going on? Yes. I hope you're all doing well. Eric, I saw Eric on here a little bit earlier, too. Yeah, man. Well, we're getting back into the swing of things. So today may be a little bit of a slow day because I got back pretty late last night. And, poof, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So tomorrow we do have the day off, though, so that's pretty nice. Yes, so the Phillies, they're taking on the LA Angels. The Angels are 63-70 on the season. The Phillies are looking to go 8-1 during this 9-game homestand, so that would be very, very nice. They hit 5 homers yesterday, and the offense seems like that they're finally really starting to click, and they're going on a run, and they're taking care of business against the teams that they should be beating. So that's why they're now 74-58. That Stott's second deck home run yesterday was pretty nice, not going to lie. So the bats are clicking. Everybody's starting to do really well, and that is a really good thing about this team. JT is still struggling, but that's why he has the afternoon off, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a few moments, and we'll also get to the pitching matchups too. Reid Detmers going up against Cristopher Sanchez. But yes, let's see who else is on here. Who else did I miss? Jose, what's going on, dude? What is up, Jose? Yes. So that is awesome. You'll try not to abuse your power. Yes. We always tell people that if you just became a mod, with great power comes great responsibility. The old cliche from Spider-Man. And probably somebody else said that too before it became well known through Spider-Man. Is it just me, or do I hear a loud echo of myself talking? I don't know. It's probably just me. All right, so Reid Detmers on the season. He's 3-10. He has a 5.03 ERA. He's going up against Cristopher Sanchez, who's 2-3 with a 3.33 ERA. So Detmers has pitched in 23 outings this season. Sanchez only 13. But the main thing for the Phillies offense today is just to try to just keep the ball rolling. You know, you had a nice offensive day last night. You were able to score 12 runs. And today, you want to kind of end the series on a positive note. So that would be really, really nice. And as far as the pitching goes, if Cristopher Sanchez can give you 6 innings today, the one thing that I noticed that wasn't really the best from him in the last game was just the location of some of his fastballs that he was throwing. Some of them were up, some of them were a little bit flat. So if he can just control the fastballs and control the other pitches too, I think that the Phillies will be in really good condition, and they should get the sweep today. So that would be really cool. Yes. What's up, Eric? What is up? How you doing? The Phillies did do great yesterday, Jacqueline. Apple Attack, what's going on? The bats are heating up. Postseason, here we come, says Apple Attack. Man, we still got another month to go, guys. Yep. 1 homer away from 300. Yes. What do I say, JJ? What do I say about what? What's going on, dude? What is up? What's up? I wanted to wake up a little bit earlier today, but we got in pretty late last night. So, it is what it is. We're just coming on here to have fun. Bye, Jacqueline. See you soon, all right? See you soon. All right, so let's get to the starting lineup, shall we? All right, so for the... Oh, boy. For the LA Angels, we got Nolan Shanuel leading things off. Luis Rengifo is out in center field. He's batting second. Shohei Ohtani batting third. He'll be DHing today. Over at second base is Brandon Drury, who just returned from a shoulder contusion. And Randall Grichuk, he'll be batting fifth. Out in left field, Logan O'Hoppe, the former Philly, is over at the catcher. He's behind the plate. Hunter Renfroe, out in right field, will be batting seventh. Eduardo Escobar, over at third base, will be batting eighth. And Andrew Vasquez will be batting ninth. He's over at shortstop. I can't find my remote, so I'm watching the next best option. Dude, that's what we're here for, man. We're here just to have fun, do some play-by-play, and that's exactly what we do. So it's Shanuel, Rengifo, Ohtani, Drury, Grichuk, O'Hoppe, Renfroe, Escobar, and Vasquez. That is the lineup for the LA Angels and for Phil Nevin's team. And Reid Detmers is out there on the bump for the LA Angels. And for the Phillies, it'll be Cristopher Sanchez. For the Phillies lineup, it'll look like this: Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Stott, Bohm, Marsh, Rojas, and Stubbs. Some interesting things, though, about the lineup. Schwarber's actually playing out in left field, and Castellanos will be DHing today, and Harper is over at first base. Then you have Rojas in center field, and Marsh will be playing in Castellanos' spot. I think this is the first time that Harper and Schwarber have actually played in the field together, so that'll be interesting. It's a gorgeous afternoon out at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies wrapping up what is a 9-game homestand. Cristopher Sanchez will take the rubber. He's 2-3 with 3.33 earned run average, 64 strikeouts, and 70 and a third of an inning. He's only allowed 12 walks as well. Oh, boy. It's allergy season, guys. It is allergy season. Do you go to a lot of games? I really don't, especially now that I'm doing this, you know. But in general, like before I started doing my YouTube stuff, not really. I mean, I've been to the stadium for sure. I went to go see them in the World Series in 08 and in 09. But no, I really haven't been going to a lot of games. I've been going to games, and really cool ones. So that's cool. Ring the bell, please. That'd be really cool. All right, so Shanuel will be leading things off for the LA Angels. Let's make sure that we have this uploaded too. Let's see. All right, Cristopher Sanchez on the mound. Getting ready to throw the first pitch. Here it is. It's low and outside for ball one. It was a sinker at 92. Shanuel is on a 9-game hitting streak. Just got called up 9 days ago, so starting off his career with a 9-game hitting streak. The 1-0. It's in there for a strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez comes set at the belt. Lines up, kicks, steals the pitch. Bouncer. It's fouled, though, just behind the plate. And that'll make the count now 1-2. Phillies defense will look like this. Stubbs behind the plate. Sanchez on the mound. And from first to third, you got Harper, Stott, Bohm, and Turner over at shortstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sanchez gets the signs from Stubbs, kicks, fires the 1-2. Called strike 3, a slider right down Broad Street, and there's 1 out. That's how we start off the ball game. So Shanuel strikes out looking. It was a pretty good pitch. I think it was a changeup that he went with that time. From left to right, you got Schwarber, Rojas, and Marsh. Marsh playing out in right field. Luis Rengifo is due up. He has 14 homers, 45 RBI, and he takes the first pitch. Looked like it was in there for a strike, but it's a called ball in the eyes of Mike Estabrook, who is calling the balls and the strikes today. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the first. 1-0 is the count. The pitch popped up. It out to right field. Marsh goes over towards his left side, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. That was a pretty nasty pitch. PAS says, I had allergies real bad when I went to Nashville in July to come back to the beautiful Pocono Mountains air to clean them. You know what's really funny? It's funny that you say that because my sister is coming back up here next week, and she's going to the Poconos. So that's pretty funny. Here's Shohei Ohtani, who's hitting .307, has 44 homers and 94 RBI. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1, it's outside. It was a sinker at 95. 2 outs, nobody on. In the on-deck circle is Brandon Drury, who's over at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shohei, and the pitch. It's bounced foul. Over towards his right side. Of course, a lot of fans coming here to see Shohei Ohtani because he is the greatest show in baseball. One ball, 2 strikes. Sanchez kicks, deals the 1-2. It's low. And also inside, too. It's nice to see JT get a day off. Hopefully he can try to get things going offensively because he has been arguably their Achilles heel in a sense. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 swing and the miss. 2 strikeouts in the first inning for Cristopher Sanchez. The side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Angels. We go to the bottom of the first at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies coming up to bat. All right. I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Alrighty. Alright, we are back. First pitch to Kyle Schwarber. It's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. So once again, for the Phillies lineup, it'll be Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Stott, Bohm, Marsh, Rojas, and Stubbs. Reid Detmers on the bump as he throws the 0-1. That's outside for ball 1. During this homestand, Kyle Schwarber is 8 for 30 with 5 homers. 1 ball, 1 strike to Schwarbs, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Rusty, thanks so much for coming on here, man. So Detmers has a 5.03 earned run average, 139 strikeouts, and 120 innings of work. He's been really struggling for the Angels, to say the least. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Detmers kicks, fires, and it's low and outside for a ball. Phillies were able to put up 12 runs yesterday. Michael Lorenzen was able to get the win. He's now 8-8 on the season. And Tyler Anderson is 5-6 as he got himself the loss. The 2-2 delivery on the outside corner, called strike 3, a 95-mile-per-hour heater. And Schwarber gets ringed up on that fastball. This is a guy who likes to throw his four-seamer a lot, but also has a really good slider that he throws about 34.5% of the time. Comes in at 89. And here comes Trey Turner. Takes a four-seamer. That's upstairs for ball 1. The Angels' defense from 1 through 9 will look like this. So on the mound is Detmers, and behind the plate is O'Hoppe. The 1-0 to Trey. It's popped up, but it's fouled behind the plate. In the infield at first base, you got Nolan Shanuel at first. At second, it's Brandon Drury. Third baseman is Eduardo Escobar, and over at shortstop is Andrew Velazquez. And then from right to left in the outfield, as the 1-1 is swung on and missed, Renfroe is in right field, and center, you got Luis Renifro. And over at left field, you got Randall Grichuk. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Turner. And the 1-2, it hits him right on the foot. So Turner will take his base, and that's how the Phillies get their first base runner aboard. And here comes Bryce Harper, wearing his neon green batting gloves. The ball didn't really, it wasn't a fastball or anything, so it didn't come in at 95 miles per hour, but still. Harper needs 1 more homer to get number 300 of his career. Turner over at first, and the pitch, swing and a miss to Bryce, who chases after a slider that was low. Harper's average is at 309. He has 14 homers, 53 RBI. He has 5 homers during this homestand. No balls, 1 strike to Bryce. The pitch, low and outside for ball 1. A slider at 89 miles per hour. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. The 1-1 delivery, it was a fastball up high, but Harper did foul it off. So now that makes the count 1-2. So Schwarber struck out looking. Turner got hit by a pitch. We're in the bottom of the first. Phillies and Halos, no score so far. Throw back over to first by Detmers. It's not in time. It was a little toss over to first. So the Phillies are looking to go 8-1 during this 9-game homestand. They did beat the Halos by a score of 6-4 in the first game. That was on Monday night. The 1-2 fouled back. And last night they ended up winning 12-7. Phillies were actually 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position, and they hit 5 homers. Only left 4 guys on base. Angels, on the other hand, they were 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position. The 1-2 grounder hit over to second base. The flip over the second, there's 1. And the throw over to first, that's in time. So a 4-6-3 double play by Bryce Harper, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the second at Citizens Bank Park. Angels coming back up. There we go. Cool. All right, we're just finding our rhythm back. What's up, Larry? How you doing, dude? Thanks for coming on here. Sorry if I sound a little nasally congested. definitely have some allergies for sure. Angels are biggest organizational dumpster fire ever, says Larry. No comment on that. All right, we go to the top of the second. Phillies are 74 and 58 on the season. How you guys doing, man? Nashville was fun. JJ, you want to predict our record for the month of September? I don't, because I'm a little scared, first of all, because you all know about the September collapses, so that's one thing. And two, I don't really make predictions. I don't know why. Brand new to the channel. What other sports do you do? Says Rusty. Rusty is tuning in on Twitch. All right, so if you are new to the channel, I'm happy that you brought that up. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves a great Wednesday afternoon. We do 76ers basketball. We do Flyers hockey. We do Phillies baseball and Patriots football as well. So, this is the high point of the season right now, says Larry. I don't know about that. I'd say that when they were on that 12 game road winning streak, that was pretty high too. So, but the offense, I mean, if you're talking about the offense, yeah, I'd say that as a team, I would make the argument that the 12 game road winning streak was their highest. First pitch to Brandon Drury, grounder over to third base. Bohm has it, backhands it, throws over to first, and there's one away. 4 men retired in a row for Cristopher Sanchez as we start off the top of the second. So I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been doing this for 8 months now. Started off doing Sixers basketball. Finished out the hockey or the football season as well. And then we just came on here and started doing this almost every day. First pitch to Randall Grichuk. It's inside and low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. It's fouled back. Grichuk hitting .267 with 12 homers and 35 RBI. He's now 32 years of age. The 1-1. Fly ball hit out to center field. Backing up is Rojas, and he's there to make the catch. Almost turned over the wrong shoulder. Of course, Rojas able to cover a lot of ground out in center field, and there's 2 outs in the top of the second. I think the wind was actually carrying that a little bit. The wind is blowing the ball back a little bit, so it's the one thing that I've noticed about today. Don't know how many miles per hour it's blowing. There's a line drive by Ohapi down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Schwarber gets over to it, and Ohapi will easily get into second base. The former Philly prospect is now standing up over at second base with a stand-up double. That's the first man aboard for the Halos today. Just a hanging pitch that was left out over the middle of the plate. The one thing that I said during the little pregame that we did of the show is that Sanchez can't be leaving the balls flat. There's another ball that's hung out over the middle of the plate, and it's hit out to left field. It's going back towards the track to the wall, and it's gone. So Hunter Renfroe did not miss a beat on that hanging slider, and that's now home run number 19 on the season for him. And the Angels strike first. They lead it 2-0. On a line drive home run by Hunter Renfroe. Two to nothing in the top of the second. First pitch by Sanchez. That's inside and low for a ball. Phillies have allowed the first run in 10 of their last 11 games. They're 7-3 in that record. 1 ball, 1 strike to Eduardo Escobar, who was a Met to start off the season. The 1-1 fouled back. Escobar hitting .226 with 5 homers, 26 runs batted in, and a .353 slugging percentage. Did pretty well when he was on the Arizona Diamondbacks with Ketel Marte. The 1-2. Line drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That was a changeup that was low. Schwarber gets over to it, and that's now 3 extra base hits in a row as he will stand in over at second base. That pitch was actually not so bad. Escobar did a good job at just making some good contact with it. It was low, and it almost hit the dirt, and he just kept the barrel on it. Two outs in the top of the second, and here comes Andrew Velazquez. He has 2 solo homers this season. Only 2 RBI. First pitch. Velazquez thought about showing bunt, but he took it back. And it's a 1-0 count. Forgot we got to make this a little bit smaller, guys. There we go. Sanchez looks back at second. Now back to the plate. Back to second again. And the 1-0. It's low for ball 2. So Nashville was fun. Nashville was a lot of fun. Really got to spend time with the family and the sister and her boyfriend, and that was really cool. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch, grounder, hit over to third base. This should do it. And the throw over to first by Bohm. That's in time, and the inning is over. However, the LA Angels get a 2-run homer from Hunter Renfroe, and they lead it 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Yeah. Oh, boy. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you like and subscribe. And turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. The inning is over, dude. Snowman, thanks for coming on here, dude. We're a little nasally congested today, but that's all right. So we're trying to take it a little bit easy. But I hope you're doing well, dude. Thanks so much for covering. Thanks so much for covering us. Guys, I hope that you tuned in to Snowman Multimedia. He covered us for 2 of the Phillies games, the first 2 games of the series. And we are now back in action. So he did a great job. I got to listen to him a little bit and tune into the game. He did really well. He really does an awesome job, guys. Please make sure that you subscribe to his channel. Snowman, drop that link down below. And tell everybody who you are. And if you did just subscribe to the channel, okay, please shout yourself out. Because that's what we love to do on here. We need 68 more subscribers to get to 1,000, which is absolutely insane. I'm so mad the Phillies don't play tomorrow. That's understandable. I mean, but like they play almost every day. But I understand. Comes Nick Castellanos. First pitch, it's a curveball. That's on the inside corner for a called strike. For once, am I actually ahead of you, Jacqueline? No balls, 1 strike, because you said that the inning was not over, and it was. The 0-1, fouled back. So the Angels lead at 2-0 on a 2-run homer hit by Hunter Renfroe back in the top of the second inning off of Cristopher Sanchez. The ball is 2 strikes. Detmers at the belt. Winds up, delivers the 0-2. It's fouled back. Castellanos hitting .274 on the season. He went 1 for 5 in last night's game with a run scored. The 0-2, it's low. No, the inning was over. The 1-2 delivery to Castellanos, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Detmers was able to get his second strikeout on an off-speed pitch. And there's one out in the bottom of the second. The thing that I notice is that when you do throw more off-speed pitches to some of these Phillies hitters, they can be fooled. But the thing about this team is that it takes them just one inning. If they can explode in one of the innings, then they can give an opponent a tough time. Comes Bryson Stott. Takes the first pitch up high for ball one. Nobody on, one out in the bottom of the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Detmers gets set at the belt. Lines up, delivers. It's outside for ball 2. So that makes the count now 2-0. Stott now hitting .297 on the season for the Fightins. 2 balls, no strikes. Detmers gets the signs from O'Hoppe and delivers. Painted on the upper third of the zone for a called strike on a fastball. Stott over his last 5 games has 5 hits in 20 at-bats. The 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Against the Angels, he's 1 for 7 in the series with a run scored, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. And the 2-2 delivery, it's low. What's up, Phil's YT? How we doing, man? Detmers delivers from the belt again. The payoff pitch. Line drive into left field for a base hit, and Bryson Stott will get on with a 1-out single. Good piece of hitting in between third base and shortstop by Bryson Stott as he just poked it out to left field, and Alec Bohm is due up. It just really amazes me what this kid is able to do. And when you think about how old he is, you know, he's been somebody that has just been, it feels like he's a veteran on this team. Here comes Alec Bohm. The first pitch, that's fouled back. Alec is 27 years old from Omaha, Nebraska. The ball is 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1 delivery, 4-seamer that swung on and missed. Came in at 93 miles per hour. There are 2 games underway right now. The Orioles, they lead it 4-0 against the Chicago White Sox in the top of the second inning. And the Guardians are taking on the Twins. They are scoreless in the bottom of the second. The 0-2 delivery, it hits Bohm on the foot. Or does it? Bohm thought it hit him. It's ruled as a ball. But now Bohm will go take his base, and he looked over at Mike Estabrook to see if he said it was a hit by pitch, and now the Angels are going over to the replay booth to see if they should challenge this. Let's see. Did it hit him? Yep, it got him. Certainly got him on the left cleat. It was on the big toe. Maybe not from that angle, but Bohm does go over to first. That's the second hit by pitch today. And there comes the former Angel, Brandon Marsh. So a strikeout to Castellanos, a single by Stott, and a hit by pitch to Bohm. First pitch to Marsh. It's inside for a ball. Marsh hitting .291 with 9 homers, 48 RBI. There's 2 runners on. Phillies trying to strike back the 1-0 pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. Marsh is 8 for 16 during this homestand. Two balls, no strikes. Detmers looks back at second. Now back to the plate. Back to second again. The 2-0 pitch. Way inside for ball 3. And Detmers is now having a hard time trying to find the strike zone. So the count is now 3-0. Yohan Rojas waits in the on-deck circle. Looking to come up with an opportunity here. Phillies down 2-0 against the Halos in the series finale. The 3-0 pitch on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. Why are we booing? Why are we booing? Detmers with the 3-1 offering. Here it is. Outside for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. And now Yohan Rojas will come on up to the plate, and the base hit could make it back to a tie game. And it could nullify the 2-run home run that was hit by Renfroe. Marsh got to be glad he escaped Anaheim. Missed your play-by-play the last few games. Glad to hear you call the game again. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're a little bit nasally congested today, but that's all right. We got back late last night, and it was a very quick turnaround, but got to get the reps, and happy to be back, you know. All right, here's Yohan Rojas with his neon green cleats. He's hitting .293 with a homer, 17 RBI, and a .413 slugging percentage. Bases juiced, first pitch. Low for ball 1 as it almost skipped by Logan Olapi. So Nashville was a lot of fun. We went to RCA Studio B yesterday in the Country Music Hall of Fame. Got to see my sister do her garden show, which was also really nice as well. The 1-0 pitch, line drive into center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Stott will come in to score. Bohm right behind his heels, but he'll stay put over at third base. It's an RBI single by Yohan Rojas, and the Phillies are down by 1. Good, solid piece of contact by Rojas. Took a four-seamer down the middle and just lined it up perfectly, laced it into center field, and got it to fall for a hit. All Renfroe could do is just play it on a bounce. Here comes Garrett Stubbs with the bases loaded. So Bohm's over at third, Marsh is at second, Rojas at first, and the pitch to Stubbs. Up high, a slider at 88. There we go. Every team should have a guy like you on Twitch. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 offering, it's on the outside corner for a called strike. Yeah, man, we've been doing this for a while. We have a lot of fun doing this, you know what I'm saying? And we love interacting with you guys on here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 offering. It's just fouled off the mask of Olapi. Makes it now 1-2. Detmers with 38 pitches on the afternoon so far. Phillies have put up 18 runs coming into today into the series. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stubbs. JT has the afternoon off. The pitch. High hopper. Hit over to shortstop. The flip over to second. There's 1 to throw to first. Not in time. It's an RBI fielder's choice ground out as Bohm comes in to score. And it's now 2-2. Punch. Counter punch. Hunter Renfroe with a 2-run homer in the top of the second inning for the Angels. And the Phillies have tied it back in the bottom of the second. Good job by Stubbs just to utilize his speed and beat that one out. And even Bryce Harper gives him a little standing ovation from the dugout. Here's Kyle Schwarber. Runners at the corners. The pitch inside for ball one. So over at third base now is Brandon Marsh. Detmers delivers from the belt. And the pitch. Foul ball. Phillies have 4 players that have hit 8 or more homers in the month of August. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch outside for ball 2. That's really impressive because the Yankees had 5 guys do it. And that is the record. The 2-1 offering to Schwarber. Up high for ball 3. On the 4-seamer at 93 miles per hour. Phil's record when opponent scores first. I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest with you. "29 pitches in this inning for Detmers. The 3-1 delivery. It's taken a slider right down the heart and soul of the plate for a called strike. And a big payoff pitch is coming up in just a few moments. Trey waits in the on-deck circle. Phillies and Angels tied 2-2. What's up, yes sir? How you doing? 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch. Outside for ball 4, and Schwarber will load the bases. Just a reminder, guys, no spoilers. So if you see something before we do on here and you make a reaction like a yes or a no, that's considered to be a spoiler too. So just a friendly reminder, no spoilers in the chat. Bases loaded for Trey Turner. First pitch, swing and a miss. On a slider at 88 miles per hour. And now somebody is getting loosened up in the Angels bullpen. I think it's Rosenberg. No balls, 1 strike. Detmers at the belt, and the 0-1. Fly ball hit out to center field. Not that deep, though. On the run is Renifro, and he makes the catch. As he catches the can of corn for out number 3. Phillies leave the bases loaded. They do get 2 runs, though, on an RBI single by Yohan Rojas and an RBI fielder's choice ground out by Garrett Stubbs. What's going on? Should the Phillies claim Harrison Bader? I don't know about that. Yo, glad you had a great vacation. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, we had a lot of fun. So we went to the Country Music Hall of Fame. We went to RCA Studio B. Okay, if you guys haven't done that, I do encourage you to check that out. And we really just spent time together as a family. So that was really the nice thing that we got to do. We went to also a flea market down there. Had a really good time. Yeah. What did I do on the plane? Watch movies, sleep, listen to the rest of this game. What the heck is going on here? Why does this keep happening, dude? Why does this keep happening? Sorry about this, guys. This is why I don't like this score bug all the time. But I just have to get used to it. It's a better score bug, and it's better than doing this by hand. You know. Okay. See any live music? No. I didn't see any live music. Like I said, I went to the Country Music Hall of Fame and went to RCA Studio B. And the flea market. Actually, wait, hold up. That's a lie. I did see live music. My sister is a singer. Guys, go check her out. Alyssa Joseph, Spotify, all the other platforms that are out there too. Alyssa Joseph, indie rock. That's what she does. She performed. She has a really nice garden that she does, or that she has in her backyard. And what she does every month is she has a garden show. And we got to go see her garden show, and she performed with a couple of other people as well. Did a really nice job. Got to see her perform the first night that we got in. So, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez kicks, fires. The 1-1, swing and a miss. And that makes the count now 1-2. I don't agree with ESPN much, but I think they should, says Beagle Lubber. They should what? What should they do? Yes. Yep. The 1-2 delivery. It's a backwards K. Oh, the Phillies should get Harrison Bader. Well, they wouldn't get him for free, but as a free agent, you're saying? Okay. All right, 1 out in the top of the third. Renifo is up at the plate, and he slices this one out to center field for a base hit. And Rojas gets over to it, plays it on a couple of bounces, and Renifo is in there with a 1-out single. Phillies were down 2-0 on a 2-run homer hit by Hunter Renfroe off of Cristopher Sanchez, but the Phillies got Reid Detmers back in the bottom of the second on an RBI single by Yohan Rojas and an RBI fielder's choice ground out by Garrett Stubbs. Here's Shohei Ohtani, first pitch grounder hit over to first base. Harper throws it over to second, and it's in time. Harper did tag the bag, so that's a 5-4 double play. And that's exactly what you want out of your first baseman, Bryce Harper. Did a good job. That was a 3-4 double play. Sorry. The inning is over, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. Okay, I got to take a step off, guys. I will be right back in just a few moments. Just want to remind you guys, okay, if I do not get to all of your chats, do not take that personally. We have a lot of people on here, and the number one thing I have to do on here, guys, whether you like it or not, is the play-by-play. So, because we have people that don't always watch on their phones, right? That, listen to the game as background noise because they're driving or they're doing something else. They're at work, especially in the afternoon. So, I just wanted to remind you all to not feel offended if I don't read your message, because the number one thing I got to do is the play-by-play. And sometimes I read too many messages, and that's what happens because I don't focus as much on the play-by-play. Here's Bryce Harper as we start off the bottom of the third, and he fouls the first pitch off. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you like and subscribe. Turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. The 0-1, foul ball. And that makes the count now 0-2. Detmers with 49 pitches. Harper is 0 for 1 today. Well, the White Sox and the Orioles are now tied 4-4. How about that? The ball is 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Harper strikes out on an off-speed pitch that was low and away. You're on a 3-hour drive right now? Wow. That's why we do this, guys. That's exactly why we do this. Comes Castellanos, who's over 1 today, and he takes a fastball at 93 miles per hour inside for ball 1. I only listen to you, JJ, because I always loved baseball on the radio. Oh, thank you. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. And it's cool, too, because, you know, you guys are the color commentators, as I like to say. The 1-1, a fastball at 94, taken all the way for a called strike at the knees. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Detmers gets set at the belt, kicks, fires the 1-2. It's low. It was a changeup. I think that was, if not the first, one of the first changeups that Detmers has thrown today. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Castellanos. And the pitch, foul ball. Detmers, he was born in Nokomis, Illinois. Of course, went to Nokomis High School. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, another bouncer that's fouled off. He's 24 years old. He's a left-handed pitcher. Actually pitched a no-hitter on May 10th of 2022. And then the same year, also pitched an immaculate inning. It was on July 31st. 2-2 pitch, fly ball it out to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Nick Castellanos gets on with a bloop single. Hunter Renfroe, all he could do was just eat that one up. That's one way to do it. That's what happens when you make good contact with the baseball. Good things happen. Detmers actually played for LSU for 3 seasons. He was the 10th overall pick by the Angels in the first round of the 2020 draft. Here's Bryson Stott, the pitch, grounder it over to second base, and the flip over to first. That's in time. What a play that is, or that was, by Brandon Drury. He had to slide over towards his left side. He was playing over towards the right side of the field. And he got Bryson Stott out and took away a base hit. Castellanos does advance over to second base. Jacqueline, please stop counting. I can see how many people are on here. Comes Alec Bohm, and the first pitch he sees is a 4-seamer on the outside corner of the plate for a strike. And you're spamming the chat, too, when you do that. Bohm got hit by a pitch in the second inning. He's hitting .283. Leads the team in RBI with 82. I'm gonna put you in the timeout if you keep doing it, because that's the rules. The 0-1. It's taken at the knees for a called strike. Appreciate you, JJ. I usually listen on my way from work in Boulder to Denver. Oh, man, thanks for coming on here, dude. The ball's 2 strikes, and the pitch, low and inside for ball 1. That's the thing, guys, is that we never know who tunes into these things, And it's just really nice because we get practice doing play-by-play and all that. The 1-2, it's sliced foul towards the right field side. This is your friendly reminder to not spam the chat. Yes, do not spam the chat. Do not comment how many people are on here. I can see that. The 1-2, foul ball. The White Sox, man, they just took the lead back. They're up 5-4. What a game that's been. The count is 1-2 to Bohm. The go-ahead runs over at second base. That's Nick Castellanos. 2 outs. Detmers looks back at second. Now back to the plate. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock and the 1-2 pitch. Bohm got out in front of it, and he pops this one up. Over towards shallow center field. Velasquez turns over his shoulder, and he makes the catch. On the outfield grass for out number 3. Phillies leave Castellanos in scoring position. But we go to the top of the 4th as we're tied 2-2. DD and JJ. Dylan Deloy and JJ. What's going on, Dylan? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on here. I saw your message before. I forgot to say something, though, about that. So, thanks for coming on. We appreciate each and every one of you. Cheers. Who says you can't drink on the job? And by drink, I mean drink a cup of water. So how was your week, guys? Let me know down below in the comments section what you guys have done this week. Also, I've been really thinking about this. So my question that I want to ask you today, and feel free to chime in if you can. If you can't, think about it, and just think as if you were talking to me. You can keep it to yourself or whatever. But I want to know why baseball means so much to you. Okay? It's a personal question. It might get a little bit deep. And if it does, we'll see how it goes and we'll stay on track. But I think that that's the goal of this, okay? I want to know why baseball means so much to you. Okay? Comment your answers down below and let me know how your week went too. Why does baseball mean so much to you? All right. Cristopher Sanchez will head back out there on the bump for the top of the 4th inning. First pitch to start off the 4th. Swing and a miss to Brandon Drury, who made a pretty good play over at second base. So Detmers has thrown 64 pitches in 3 innings, and Sanchez literally half of that. The ball is 1 strike. And if you just subscribe to the channel, comment who you are down below. The 0-1 offering outside for ball 1. Phil's YT says super good. He went to Wildwood. Then he went to Hershey Park and rode Wildcats Revenge. Oh, that's really cool, man. That's sick. On ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Foul ball. Actually, it was swung on and missed. I beg your pardon. The 1-2. Foul ball. Decent week. Been working on some grant proposals for my research on Oregon Oregon volcanoes. Oh, wow. What's up, Steven? Thanks for coming on here, dude. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch. Line drive, foul over towards the right field side. And what a play by the ball girl. Oh, man. She had to play it on a bounce, and she literally just scooped it up like she was a first baseman. That's pretty cool. The 1-2, that's low for ball 2. a changeup at 82 miles per hour. They're going to show a replay of that. That might actually go, I don't know if it will go viral, but that was really, really cool. Makes me think about the time Taryn Hatcher was over there. She didn't get any foul balls her way. 2-2 pitch. This time it'll splice out of play in right field. Grant proposals for research on Oregon volcanoes. That's really cool. How long have you been doing that? So you basically just make proposals, or like what else do you do, if you don't mind me asking? The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Cristopher Sanchez with 4 strikeouts on the afternoon. There's 1 out in the top of the 4th. And he's able to get Grichuk to strike out there. That is so cool. You have been to Wildwood? You have, or you haven't been to Wildwood? Sanchez with the first pitch. It's in there for a strike to Randall Grichuk. So Drury, I beg your pardon, is the one that struck out. That's why we're getting back into the swing of things, guys. The 0-1, it's inside for ball 1. 1 out in the top of the 4th. The Phillies are 74-58 on the season. They're 41-25 at home. The 1-1 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. It's a slider that just catches the edge of the plate. And that makes the count now 1-2. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Sanchez kicks, fires the pitch. Grounder hit over to first base. Harper goes over towards his left side, and they'll tag the bag for out number 2. Good play by Bryce. He's been making some good defensive plays over at first base, and there's 2 away in the top of the 4th inning. He's been definitely getting some more reps over at first base, like what we're doing on here. And he seems to be getting better and better every day. Here's Logan Oapi, who's 1 for 1 today. Catching behind the plate in the first pitch. He gets fooled on a slider as he swings and misses at an 84-mile-per-hour pitch that's low. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1 just misses inside. There was a big crowd in Philly this series. Yes. Steven says, I love baseball because it's a great game of strategy, skill, and luck all at once. The 1-1. Grounder hit over to third base. Played on a bounce by Bohm. He scoops it up, goes over to first, and Ohapi is out. So the Phillies, from corner to corner, play great defense. The inning is over. Great backhand by Bohm. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're still tied 2-2 at the bank. Very, very nice. Cool. You went on Sea Serpent? What's that? What's that? Larry says why he loves baseball so much is because we can relate to the players. They're not 7-foot giants or 380-pound monsters. Regular people can play. That's interesting that you say that. Okay. I would make the argument that, let me see how I can phrase this. I believe that we can relate to the players too, you know, and I think that there is something to be said about, like, when you look at the major 4 sports, right? Basketball guys, a lot of them have to be over 6 feet. You have a couple of guys that came in that were really solid that were like 5'10", 5'11". Not that many. Hockey, you have to obviously know how to skate. And football, conditioning is like really, really important. And you have to be very, very strong. Baseball, I guess you're right. In a sense, where you can kind of get away from that. But you really have to have good hand-eye coordination in baseball. Of course, you have to have good hand-eye coordination in hockey, too. But I guess you are right. Yeah, okay. I thought I could say something, but I can't. You're going to Myrtle Beach for a baseball baseball tournament. That's really cool. That is really cool, man. Why are people calling me at this time? They know I'm on the air. Well, maybe not that person because it was a spam caller. Here's Brandon Marsh, the former Angel, who takes that one upstairs for a ball. Marsh in 291 with 9 homers, 48 RBI. Came back from the injured list a couple of weeks ago. The pitch. He lays off and takes it low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. To Marsh. And the 2-0 pitch. It's popped up over towards the left field side, and it will go out of play. Escobar just looked up and I don't know why he was laughing, but he was. Marsh is 25 years old from Buford, Georgia. Detmers still out there. Throws the 2-1. And it's a fastball for a called strike. So the count is now 2-2. Marsh is 6'4". Sometimes you lose sight of that. Because he doesn't look like it, but I guess that when you really think about it, he is. The 2-2. Inside for ball 3. So the count is now full. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Phillies and Angels tied 2-2. The payoff pitch by Detmers. Here it is. Outside for ball 4. And Brandon Marsh gets on for the second time today. That's the second time he's gotten on with a walk, too. Absolutely huge. And Yohan Rojas is coming up. Here we go. I want to play baseball in high school. Do it. Do it, Jacqueline. You should. Comes Yohan Rojas, who had an RBI single back in the bottom of the 2nd. Rusty, I'll get to your comment in just a couple of seconds. The pitch, low and outside, as Rojas thought about showing bunt, but then took it back at the very last second. And the count is 1-0. Rojas is 23 years old. Had a birthday on August 14th. Throw back over to first. That's not in time. Rojas is 0 for 5 in this series coming into today with a run scored and 2 RBI. One ball, no strikes. Detmers from the stretch. Here it is, the pitch. Line drive into center field, and going back and making the catch is Renifo. It took a really weird turn. The throw back over to first. It's cut off by the second baseman. Renifo thought it was going to come in, and he had to back up at the very last second, and he leaped up to make the catch as the wind carried it back a little bit, and there's one out. That split second, if he probably would have taken one more step closer to the plate, he would have missed it. So a line out to center field, and here's Garrett Stubbs, who's catching for JT. First pitch, it's just bounced foul at the plate. Rusty says, what I love about baseball, played in the minors and couldn't quite make it. Oh, wow, you played in the minors. So I have a true respect about how good these players really are. That's so cool. No balls, 1 strike, throw back over to first. That's not in time. I used to call minor league baseball games. I graduated from Rowan last year, and I called games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, high affiliate of the Washington Nationals. I also did it for the Delaware Bluecoats, too, who were the NBA G League affiliate of the 76ers. As the 0-1, that's low for ball one. But no, just the grind of seeing everybody come out there to the ballpark every day, watching batting practice, and being able to be a part of that. It's fun. The 1-1, pop up, hit over towards foul territory, and Detmers gets under it, and he drops it. Not an easy play. It wasn't popped up too high, but Detmers had to run from the mound. O'Hoppe was over there too, and so was Escobar, and he just missed it. He had his glove open and just hit off of the edge of the glove. I thought maybe he had it for a split second, but nope. So Stubbs stays alive. Let's see if Stubbs can make him pay for that. So is that technically an E1? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Detmers looks back at first base to keep Marsh in check, and the 1-2 pitch. Line drive foul down the right field side. That's really cool, Rusty Tuba. What team did you play for, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer, of course. But I would love to know. The 1-2 delivery, grounder, hit down the first base line. It is a foul ball. Oh, man, that was close. My goodness. Beagle Lover says, my parents and I would put 2 TVs on top of each other to watch the Flyers and the Phillies. Oh, my goodness. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch, a slider in the dirt, and the count is even at 2-2. So my parents, according to Beagle Lover, this is what he says, and I would put 2 TVs on top of each other to watch the Flyers and the Phillies when they played on the same night. My brother hated sports, so my dad took me to games. My mom loved sports too. Aw. That's really cool. That is what you call dedication, guys. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball, hit out to right field. It's looking foul, and it'll go into the seats. That is called true dedication, guys. That is so awesome. It's not like we had phones back then, guys. I say that I was from that era. But still, the pitch low for ball 3. So Stubbs is doing a good job at working his way back up in the count as it's now full. Detmers with 80 pitches in 3 1/3 of an inning so far. Schwarber waits in the on-deck circle. A runner over at first. The payoff pitch to Stubbs. Grounder hit down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Goes out in the left field. The runner will stop over at second. Actually, he'll go over to third. And Stubbs gets in there safely at first base. Marsh goes over to third. And that puts runners at the corner. Sometimes it's so hard to tell whether or not the runner over from first is either going over to third or just staying over at second base because you can't see the full picture and you just have to rely on the monitor. That's one of the curses about calling the game off of a monitor. But nonetheless, it was a really nice piece of hitting by Garrett Stubbs. He made him pay. That's what happens. Love to see it. But yes, that's what you call true dedication. So, Steven, going back to the whole volcano research, says, been doing field and lab work on volcanology since I was an undergrad in 2003, leading the work as a professor with student researchers of my own since 2012. That is so cool. Wow. Mostly working near Klamath Falls. Is that how you say it? Klamath? That is so cool, guys. First pitch to Kyle Schwarber. It's a slider that's in there for a strike. Kyle's 0 for 1. He did get on base, though, his last time up. The pitch, swing and a miss. That was a fastball that was elevated at 92. That is so wild, man. 2003. The ball is 2 strikes and the 0-2. Grounder hit over to second base to flip over the shortstop. There's 1. And the throw over to first. That's in time for a 4-6-3 double play. The inning is over. The Phillies leave runners at the corners. Nothing to it. And they head to the top of the 5th at the bank. 2-2 is still the score. Wow. Volcanology. That's really wild. So, do you just study volcanoes, or or sometimes do you get to work on other types of natural disasters too, like earthquakes and tsunamis, and those types of things? That is so wild. I love baseball because it's fun to watch, says Jacqueline. It is fun to watch. I agree with that. My question to you, though, would be, why do you think it's fun to watch? Like, elaborate a little bit more about that. It's a 50-year-old roller coaster, says Beagle Lover. Oh, we're going back to the whole, is that in Wildwood? We're still in the Wildwood conversation, right? I got caught upside down on that. Oh, boy. Oh, man, that's crazy. Let's send these Angels into the darkest, most fiery pits of Hell. I know what that spells, but what's going on, Eagles, ML, and Spread? Thanks for coming on here, man. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. We really do. And again, if I'm a little bit late, if I'm a little bit behind, if I don't get to your chats, do not feel offended by that, guys. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We do Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, Patriots football. Just came back on here for the first time in 5 days. So it feels nice to be back on the headsets. If you guys do enjoy this content, please make sure that you like and subscribe. Basically, in a nutshell, we do the play-by-play. You guys provide the color commentary. You guys are a part of the story. And we have fun, you know? If you guys, I noticed that we have people that come on here just because, A, they don't have cable, A, they don't have cable. B, they love listening to radio. C, they live in an area that doesn't get the local market. D, we have people that come on here just because they don't like they're not a fan of Tom McCarthy or Scott Fransky. First pitch, line drive into right field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. It goes out all the way towards the scoreboard, and Marsh gets over to it, throws it over to second base, and the throw is cut off by Stott. And there's a leadoff opposite field double. I hate it when they do that. Sometimes they'll just come back from a commercial break, and it's like first pitch, boom. Like you won't even see the pitch. You just see it hit out to right field. But again, the blessing and the curse of technology. That's how we make do. Here's Eduardo Escobar, who takes a slider at the knees by Cristopher Sanchez for a called strike. Escobar doubled in the second. He's in 230 with 5 homers, 26 RBI. The go-ahead run for the Angels is over at second. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch in the dirt. So we have people that tune in from out of the market, right? We also have people that are interested in sports gambling, right? Like, we have those people too. And I think that it's just really nice to just have a community. You know, we also have people that come on that just want to feel like that they're a part of something, and they'll also have the game on too, but they feel like that they, don't have family members or friends around in the area that love the same thing and that need escape from reality. So that's why they come on here too, guys. That's why we're always mindful of every single one of you, because We don't know what you're doing. And we have to be cognizant of those things. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar. And the next pitch, high bouncer it over to shortstop. The runner will go over to third. And Turner charges over to first. And beating that one out is Escobar. He is pretty fast. So that's an infield single. And that puts runners at the corners. And Andrew Velazquez is coming up. So Turner came in charging towards first base, but he was running towards first. Good job by Escobar to just beat that one out. That's cool. Velazquez hitting 175 with 2 homers, 2 RBI on the season. Infield playing at a normal double play depth. But over at third, Bohm is playing towards the infield grass, just in case the runner from third decides to come home. First pitch, fouled off. So the count is 0-1, and we got a lot of stuff to catch up on, guys. Keep the chat coming, though. No balls, 1 strike. Sanchez steals the pitch, and it got a piece of Stubbs. Oh, man. As Velazquez tried to bunt it down the third base line. I don't know if Stubbs has a cramp or what, but he is in a lot of pain just hobbling around, trying to walk it off. Let's see. Oh, the ball hit him on the left shin guard. Oof. That's what happened. He'll stay in there. So he gets back on his knees. And now into a squat position. No balls, 2 strikes to Andrew Velazquez. Runners at the corners for the Angels. We're in the top of the 5th. It's 2-2 in the series finale between the Phillies and the Angels. The 0-2 pitch. Low and inside. A changeup at 82. Velazquez thought about showing bunt. Still. Anna Nake, what's going on, man? What is going on, Anna? How you doing, Anna? 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. It's bunted over towards the first base side, and there's going to be no play. Sanchez tried to barehand it. Coming in to score is Hunter Renfroe, and the Angels lead it 3-2. Escobar does go over to second base. Sanchez, give Velazquez a lot of credit for laying the bunt down over towards the first base side, and Sanchez could not barehand it properly. And I think took his eye off the ball at the very last second. So that's an infield, or that's a bunt single, an RBI bunt single, and Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to have a conversation with Sanchez. So 3 hits in a row for the Angels. Sanchez with 54 pitches. Man, oh man, those types of things. That's what the Phillies have to do, and they're starting to do a better job at it. Playing the small ball, but those things, especially in playoff baseball, you need those things. You have to be able to move runners over and do those little things properly, but it's not so easy when you're on the mound and coming in towards home plate, and that split second, you take your eye off the ball as you barehand it. Not easy to do. But those things definitely make a difference. Thanks, Larry. Here's Nolan Shanuel as he lays down a bunt. And that's back over towards the mound. The throw over to third. It's in time. And Bohm did a good job at catching it. And Cristopher Sanchez, man, good recognition from the runner going over to third base. It was Escobar, and Escobar was out by maybe half a step or so. Wasn't even a bad bunt laid down by Shanuel either. But Sanchez was ready for it, and Escobar was out. So that's a fielder's choice. And Luis Renifo is due up. He's hitting .250 this season with runners in scoring position with a double, a triple, 2 homers, and 31 RBI. Angels lead it 3-2. They just got the lead back on an RBI bunt single by Andrew Velazquez. First pitch, slider that's in the dirt, but swung and missed. And it's a 0-1 count. Slap one out of the park. We'll take it. This is your friendly reminder to not put any spoilers in the chat. Yes. Jeff Hoffman is loosening up in the Phillies pen. The 0-1 offering. A slider on the upper third of the zone for a called strike taken all the way by Renifo. You hope this game goes to extras? Linda, what's going on, Linda? How you doing? Just popped on to hit the like button. Have a great stream. Thanks for coming on here. The bot's going crazy now. No balls, 2 strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Sanchez looks back at second. Gets ready from the belt. The 0-2. A changeup that's low and outside for ball 1. Jacqueline, we're here. You went on the same thing, but Jolly Rancher theme because it was at Hershey. That's cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Cristopher Sanchez. It's strikeout number 5 on the afternoon. Was in the dirt. And Renifo could not catch up to it. 2 outs now, and Shohei Ohtani, of course, a very tough customer, is up at the plate. First pitch to Shohei. Swing and a miss on a sinker at 93. It was low, just below the zone. Ohtani, say what you want about his greatness, but I will say he's hitting .205 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, low for ball 1. Steven says, my research is on mapping volcanic fields as well as mineralogy and geology education. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Grounder hit into right field for a base hit. Marsh gets over to it. 1 run's going to come in to score. The throw is cut off, and now it's now a 4-2 game on an RBI single by Shohei Ohtani. So Velazquez scores, and it's now 4-2, and Rob Thompson will pull the plug. He's seen enough. That time, it wasn't even that bad of a pitch thrown either. But Thompson will get the baseball, and Jeff Hoffman will most likely come in. Runners over at first and second are still his responsibility. All right, so your research is on mapping volcanic fields as well as mineralogy. Mineralogy. There we go. That's how you say it. Sorry, the text is like really small. And geology education. I also have 2 gen ed courses that love teaching on geology in movies and geology of the national parks. That is really cool. You know, Rowan actually added the geology major about 4 years ago. Maybe it was 5. And we had, when I graduated, there were about not that many people in the program. But I had a couple of friends that were actually in the program, and they loved it. They loved it so much. One of them actually changed their major and stayed there for 6 years like I did. That was really cool. That's awesome. So you do a lot of types of stuff with shield volcanoes and yeah, all that stuff. That is so wild. You just never know, guys. Watching from Houston, says Shady. Buy any Predators merch while you were there? No. You're funny, though, Larry. No, I didn't. I did buy a couple of baseball hats, though, for my collection, so that was pretty nice. I'm one of many fans of JJ's who's lived out of the market. I've been watching his streams from Minnesota for months and grateful that he's been streaming. Thank you, Steven. I think that it's so cool what you're doing. Just never know. Never know who's tuning in. You really should, says Phil's YT. All right. Here's Jeff Hoffman. He's played in 39 games, has a 3-2 record for the Phillies. Get to some more of his stats in just a few moments. There's 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. 2 runners on, though. Shanuel's over at second. Ohtani's at first. The first pitch. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit. Shanuel rounding third. He'll come in to score. The throw over to third to get Ohtani. It's in time by Yohan Rojas. It is an RBI single, though, as Ohtani is out at third base. That time, Brandon Drury came up once again with an RBI base hit, but a nice play by Rojas as he threw out Ohtani at third base just before we were going to get to Hoffman's stats, but that run's going to go to Cristopher Sanchez, and the inning is over. The Angels do get 3 runs, though, and the inning comes to an end. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. All right, I do have to take a step off after the next break. So you travel all the way to know just to go to Wildwood. Steven, how long till Yellowstone supervolcano wipes us out? No, I went down there to see my dad. I love these conversations. Oh, forget it. No excuse. Take them out. Larry, not for a long time, and we're monitoring it enough that there will be plenty of warning. Not that it will make any difference to its after effects on agriculture. Our turn into a white dwarf before that volcano takes us out. Oh, man. Our sun may turn into white dwarf. Are we almost catching up on these? Yeah, the Phillies are making me stress eat. Oh, good, 4-2 now. Man, we were so behind. Studied rocks as a kid. Will it skip, break windows? My mom actually does a lot of stuff with rocks. Like, she knows a whole lot about rocks. And this is totally up her alley. She would actually come into our school, to school, when they actually allowed like parents to come in and like work on different types of projects, like, you know, with people that were around my age. Like when I was in first, even like when I was in 7th grade, she would still come in to school, and we'd have different types of projects that we would work on. And it was always my favorite, you know, just to be able to have her come into the class. And we worked on different types of rock projects and different types of crafts and stuff. So here's Dominic Leone, who comes in to pitch for the Angels as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Angels had a 2-0 lead thanks to a 2-run homer by Hunter Renfroe back in the top of the 2nd. The Phillies would then erase that and tie it back on an RBI single by Yohan Rojas and an RBI fielder's choice by Garrett Stubbs. And that would make it 2-2. Here's Trey Turner, who swings and misses at the first pitch, as Leone is able to get him to chase after that. Then the Angels would send 7 men up to the plate in the top of the 5th, and they'd get 3 runs. The 0-1 pitch, fly ball, hit out to right field. That's going back to the track, and it hits off the top of the scoreboard. Renifo will throw it in towards second base, and the throw is cut off, and Trey Turner slides in there without a throw on an opposite field double. He is really starting to see the ball really well now, and he is red hot. Here comes Bryce Harper. The tying run is up next. Can the Phillies respond again? Leone with 2 pitches as he just gave up a leadoff opposite field double to Trey Turner. First pitch to Harper. Way outside, a fastball at 95. Harper's 0 for 4 lifetime against Dominic Leone with 3 walks and a strikeout. The king of the team is up. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Little dribbler hit over to third, and the throw over to first to get Harper. It's just in time. Harper definitely hustled. The ball jammed him just a little bit, and Eduardo Escobar did a good job at charging over towards home plate and making a little sidearm throw over to first to get Bryce. But Turner does go over to third, so at least it was somewhat of a productive out. Here's Castellanos, who had a bloop single to right field his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch to Nick. Fly ball hit out to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Turner will easily score. It's an RBI opposite field single for Nick Castellanos, and the Phillies are down by 2. There you go. That's exactly how you do it. Here comes Bryson Stott. The tying run is coming up to the plate. Big spot for Bryson Stott. Leone comes set above the Angels letters, and the pitch low, just below the shoe tops. The count is 1-0. Stott singled in the second, scored a run. He's hitting .298 with 14 homers and 58 RBI. He hit a home run in the second deck. That was in last night's game. The 1-0 delivery off the plate for ball 2. Mike Estabrook says it was not over the plate. Two balls, no strikes to Bryson Stott. Defense in the infield playing at a double play depth. The pitch, that was a little bit outside, but in the eyes of Estabrook, he calls it a strike. The 25-year-old Las Vegas native up at the plate. Going up against Dominic Leone, the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is now 2-2. In the month of August, Stott is hitting .272 with 5 homers and 17 RBI and 8 walks as well. 7 of his extra base hits have been doubles. The 2-2 delivery, chopped foul. Two balls, 2 strikes to Stott. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Leone gets set above the letters again. 1 second left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 grounder hit back up the middle. The flip over the shortstop. There's 1. The throw over to first, not in time. And Stott just beats that one out. That was a nice play over at second base by Brandon Drury once again. It was hit back up the middle. Drury flipped it with his glove over towards the shortstop as Velazquez caught it and threw a dart over to first, but there was no chance that Stott was going to get out with the way he was hustling out of the box. So it's just a fielder's choice ground out. And Alec Bohm is coming up. Twins now lead it 2-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Here's Alec Bohm up at the plate. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves a beautiful Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday morning if you're out in the West Coast. Leone comes set, kick, steals the pitch. Line drive caught over at shortstop by Velasquez. It was a rocket hit over to shortstop, and the inning comes to an end. The Phillies do get a run back, though, on an RBI opposite field single by Nick Castellanos. And they go to the top of the sixth, trailing 5-3 against the Halos. We'll be right back in just a few moments. All right, cool. We are back. Hacker? Do we have a hacker on here? Is that what's going on? Did I miss something? Did one of my bots catch, or did one of my mods catch somebody? I haven't been paying attention to the live chat. Nor should I really have to, but sometimes I do. Nope, nobody was hacking. Alright guys, if you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload or when I go live. Jeff Hoffman will be pitching the top of the sixth inning, Phillies down 5-3 against the Halos. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. To Randall Grichuk, who's 0 for 2. He lined out and grounded out. He's hitting .265 with 12 homers and 35 RBI. The pitch popped up out to shallow left field. It's going to be a tough play. Who's going to get it? It's Turner as he calls off Schwarber, and he's there to make the catch. First, he was running towards his left side. Then he backpedaled a little bit because the wind blew it a little bit more than he anticipated right behind him. And he called off Schwarber, and there's one away. And Logan O'Hoppe will step up to the plate. So Grichuk pops out. O'Hoppe doubled in the second, grounded it out to third base in the fourth. First pitch, low for ball one. Hoffman not wasting any time. He's behind in the count 1-0 here. The pitch, low and outside for ball two. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes to O'Hoppe. Hoffman has a 2.84 earned run average, a 1 whip, and 50 strikeouts on the season. The pitch, swing and a miss, 97 on the gun for Jeff Hoffman. It's one of the fastest pitches he's thrown in a really long time. The 2-1, that's a hanging slider that O'Hoppe just mistimed, but he fouls it back. Hoffman at home has pitched in 21 innings. He has only allowed 12 earned runs and has 29 strikeouts. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a towering fly ball, hit out to deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's a foul ball. Thank goodness. It was another hanging slider. O'Hoppe has really done an awesome job just working his way up to the majors. 2-2 to Logan. It's fouled off of the mask of Mike Estabrook as it just got a piece of him, and he'll take the mask off and make sure that he's all right. Stubbs looked at him saying, "Are you okay?" And he says, "Nope, I'm fine." So the count is now 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Logan Olapi. And the pitch. Fly ball hit out to right center field. Marsh battling the sun. He says he has it. Back pedals and he makes the catch. And there's 2 outs now. Olapi's 23 years old. A guy from West Islip, New York. Was a 23rd round draft pick for the Phillies back in 2018. He is retired, and here's Hunter Renfroe, who homered and also doubled. And he takes a pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Hoffman versus Renfroe. The pitch inside and high for ball 2. Hunter's 31 years old. Actually received a scholarship to Mississippi State University. He played with the Bulldogs in college. The 2-0, swing and a miss. The Padres took him in their first round, or as their first round selection back in the 2013 draft. The 2-1, swing and a miss. He was actually originally selected by the Red Sox in the 31st round of the 2010 draft, but he didn't sign with them. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Renfroe, swing and a miss. That pitch was low and away, and the inning is over. Jeff Hoffman gets out of the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Phillies trail 5-3 against the Halos. We'll be right back. Here we go. All right, guys, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We cover Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, Patriots football. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We need 65 more people on YouTube to subscribe to the channel. If you are tuning in on Twitch, on Facebook, on Twitter, you can certainly follow the channel on there. We definitely do love posting on all the platforms out there, but feel free to come onto YouTube as well. That is our main source that we use a lot when it comes to posting. Well, the kids got to pitch in the bullpen today. I actually got to do that. Not today, of course, but I did that when I was really young and a part of the Junior Phillies club, and that was really cool. Aaron Loop, former Blue Jay, will be pitching for the Angels, and they'll face Brandon Marsh, who fouls off the first pitch. Count is 0-1. No balls, one strike. Loop gets set, kick, steals the pitch. Way outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? The 1-1 offering. It's low and outside for ball 2. Does not surprise me, Larry. That does not surprise me. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. I was going to try to say something, but then I lost it, of course, in my head. So it's going to be something funny. The 2-2. It's low for ball 3. So do you get any sort of senior discounts to go in the Phillies games? If there is, if there would be a Phillies senior club, a senior Phillies club. 3-2. It's a bouncer. Hit foul towards the first base side. Marsh has walked twice today. The count is full. The payoff pitch by Loop. Outside for ball 4. And how about this? Brandon Marsh has walked 3 times today for the Phillies. Didn't he just do that like not too long ago? Somebody has to fact check me on that. Aaron Loop is 35 years old from Raceland, Los Angeles, Louisiana. Almost said Raceland, Los Angeles. Oh boy. Because I see LA. No, okay. The pitch to Rojas. It's a strike taken all the way on the outside corner. The sun is shining at Citizens Bank Park. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. The 0-1. Bouncer, it's fouled towards the first base side. And Shanuel gets to it. And they'll roll it back over towards the dugout. Loop has a 5.53 ERA. 37 strikeouts, a 1.72 whip. Also has gone 40 2/3 of an inning. Has not started the game this season. No balls, 2 strikes. Loop gets set, kick, steals the pitch way up high, but fouled off by Rojas. That was a defensive swing for sure. So the Phillies trail 5-3. Against the LA Angels. Angels are 63-70 on the season and are 31-37 on the road. The 0-2, another foul ball. Larry says, I get to yell, get off my lawn when the team takes the field. You probably also get to yell, get off my lawn when the grass is really high. Actually, sorry, they play on turf. The 0-2 pitch popped up. Hit out towards the first base side in foul territory. And Shanuel battles the sun, but he catches the can of corn for out number 1. So Rojas fouls out, and there's 1 away, and Garrett Stubbs will come on up. He had an opposite field single his last time that he came up. Tying run is still up at the plate. Loop gets set, winds up, and the pitch. Low and outside. Well, Garrett Stubbs has certainly performed a lot of baseball out in L.A. The pitch, grounder, hit right through the hole in between first and second, and Garrett Stubbs, 2 hits on the day as he singles, and Marsh will pump the brakes up at second base. I was just going to mention that he played college at USC for the Trojans, and he won the Johnny Bench Award as the nation's best collegiate catcher. Comes Kyle Schwarber, who's 0 for 2, walked in the second, has 37 homers, 85 RBI on the season. Marsh leads off at second, Stubbs leads off at first. Loop in a little bit of a jam. The pitch to Schwarber on the inside corner, a cutter at 83, a picture-perfect pitch for the Angels. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll give you a shout out if you do subscribe. The 0-1 offering, swing and a miss by Schwarber on a cutter at 83. Schwarber tried to swing for the fences. It was right down Broad Street. No balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 outside. Like how he goes with a cutter and then goes with a sinker that time. Ronaldo Lopez getting loosened up in the Angels bullpen. 1-2 is the count. They'll look back to second, now back to the plates. The pitch, grounder, foul down the first base side. The ball girl couldn't even get over to it. And the count is now 1-2. If you guys have not done so already, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. If I did not mention that, I forget if I did that, whether I did that or not. The tying run's at first. The go-ahead run is up at the plate. The 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. A sinker at 94 at the knees. That pitch was absolutely filthy. I was looking for the right adjective there. I think Phil Nevin is going to come out, and he will. That's going to be it for his pitcher, Aaron Loop. Runners at first and second are still his responsibility. And Trey Turner is coming up. So we have a pitch and change with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Larry says, I got the Johnny Bench Award for riding the bench. That's not what the Johnny Bench Award is, though. It's not what it is. And I understand. I know. I get it. You're trying to be funny. But even for that, you wouldn't get the Johnny Bench Award. Because Johnny Bench never rode the bench. He probably benched a lot. I wonder how much Johnny Bench benched. I wonder if he's probably gotten asked that question a lot of times. Probably has. But I wonder how much, if he did bench press, how much did he bench? Don't know. That wouldn't be my first question I'd ask him in an interview, unless I really knew who he was. Ugh. Ay. All right, how many people do we have on here, guys? Let's get some more participation going on. So I asked you guys before, okay, what baseball means to you. I asked, why is baseball your favorite? Yeah, why is baseball your favorite sport? Yeah, that's what it was. Why is baseball your favorite sport? That was the question. I should actually write these things down, and I keep saying that. I feel like a broken record for saying that over and over again, and I will do it. But if you have not answered the question of why is baseball your favorite sport, do that right now. Feel free to share with everybody. All right? I'd love to hear your stories. Black like history. Dude, I forgot you were on here. I didn't see you. I did not see you. I'm so sorry. Hope you're doing well. Two outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies down 5-3. I think that's so cool that you just like never know what people do on here. You really don't. And Steven, man, like what you do is absolutely incredible. Here comes Trey Turner, first pitch. Swing and a miss. Ronaldo Lopez in the ball game. He's 2-7. He has a 3.86 earned run average, 71 strikeouts, and 28 walks allowed as well. No balls, 1 strike to Trey. Had an opposite field double his last time up. And the 0-1 to Turner. Fly ball hit out to deep left field. Could it be? Could it be? It is gone! The Phillies take a 6-5 lead on a home run by Trey Turner. He is red hot. And with that sound of the bat, I think a volcano just erupted at Citizens Bank Park. Here comes Bryce Harper. So they go with Ronaldo Lopez. And, well, Trey Turner makes Phil Nevin pay. Here comes Bryce. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch was inside. The second pitch to Harper, way outside for ball 2. Turner got a little curtain call, and he took advantage of it and gave a little salute to the fans. 2 balls, no strikes to Harper. As he calls time with 1 second left on the pitch clock. I was surprised that Lopez did not get a violation. 2 balls, no strikes. 6-5, Philadelphia. And the pitch to Harper outside. Oh, they did call a pitch clock violation. Did not see that. No signal from the ump. But Harper gets on. It was actually a 3-0 count because of that. And it's outside for ball 4. Man, it's just like those types of things. You don't see a signal from the umpire. And it just makes it so confusing. But Trey Turner, man, really heating up. And here comes Nick Castellanos. 6-5 Phillies, first pitch. As Castellanos calls time at the very last second before Lopez started his motion. Let's go, man. This is the Turner we thought we got. Yes. The ovation helped. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Castellanos. Swinging a fly ball. Hit out to center field. It's going back to the track. And there to make the catch, right in front of the out-of-town scoreboard, is Renifo. However, the Phillies get a 3-run monster home run from Trey Turner. And they take the lead 6-5 as we go to the top of the 7th at Citizens Bank Park. Gotta cut that highlight call. I will do that. Could it be? It's pretty cool. Your next, my favorite sport is hockey. Next, football. Then it's baseball, says Reeferman. We appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. All right, we go to the top of the 7th inning, guys. First of all, if you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. We got 53 people on here. Alex, what's going on, Alex? How we doing? So yes, that means 18 of you have not hit the thumbs up button. What are you guys doing? I give you this content for free, and basically, you know, you already like my stuff. You already like my stuff, and you just gotta click one button. Well, actually 3. The bell, the thumbs up, and the subscribe. And I gotta tell you, the best thing about those buttons is that they are free. We love free, man. We love free. Free baseball, free anything. Free anything. Yes. So hit those buttons. Okay. It is also time for our Phillies trivia question of the day. Phillies lead at 6-5. All right, so what we do is in the top of the 7th inning, we ask a Phillies trivia question, and you guys get to answer it. And we go over each and every one of your answers in order. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. If you get the Phillies trivia question correct after I answer it, write your answers down below, first of all. And if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay, so what is our Phillies trivia question? All right, that is a very good question, JJ. What is our Phillies trivia question? Well, I'll tell you what it is right now. Here it is. Which Phillies pitcher holds the team record for most saves in a season? That's the question. Phillies lead at 6-5. We're in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch by Matt Strahm. It's inside for ball 1. Eduardo Escobar is up at the plate. Batting on the right side. Escobar's 2 for 2 today. The 1-0 upstairs for ball 2. Escobar's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss on a 92-mile-per-hour four-seamer. Strahm is 8-3 with a 3.32 earned run average, 95 strikeouts in 76 innings of work. The 2-1 up high again. Opponents are batting .219 against him. Three balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Foul ball. So that makes the count full. Ohtani is in the hole. Actually, he's just in the dugout. The payoff pitch, here it is. Strike 3 called. 1 out in the top of the 7th on a fastball at 95. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Phillies pitching. Hoffman got Renfroe to strike out swinging back in the bottom of the 6th, or the top of the 6th, I beg your pardon, to end the inning. First pitch, there's a bunt down the first base side, and it's dug out. It's dug out by Harper. Wow, he just had it. Sorry. Excuse me, monitor froze for a second. It was a bunt right back towards the mound. Hoffman had it, Strahm had it, and he threw it over to first, and a good play by Harper as he stretched a little bit. Did a really good job of just extending his arms out. Here comes Shanuel, who's 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts, a fielder's choice, and a run scored. 1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0. Bouncer hit over towards first base, and the underhanded toss to Strom. It's in time as Strom wins the race to the bag, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Halos. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies lead it 6-5. All right, so a 1-3 ground out, and then a 3-1 ground out. Okay. All right, if you did miss the trivia question, we're going to ask it again. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Again, if you get the question correct, you'll hear this. If you get it incorrect, you'll hear this. Larry, stop trolling. Stop trolling. All right, so the question is, which Phillies pitcher holds the team record for most saves in a season? That's the question. If nobody answers it, nobody answers it. But that is the question. Ugh. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Larry, you're literally insane right now. Which Phillies pitcher holds the team record for most saves in a season? First answer is Tug McGraw. Incorrect. Brad Lidge. Incorrect. Anybody else? Nope. All right, so the answer is Jose Mesa. He had 45. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. That was your Phillies trivia question today. One ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. Lopez with 8 pitches and the 1-0. It's fouled off. One ball, one strike to Stott. We just answered it, and we just asked it. The 1-1. Line drive into left field, and it's caught for out number 1. Nice play by Randall Grichuk because he got a pretty good read on it. Bohm is coming up. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to Alex, swinging a towering fly ball, hit out to deep right center field. It's going to be caught, though, right in front of the out-of-town scoreboard by Renifo. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, boy. Here comes Brandon Marsh, who has 3 walks today and a run scored. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Lopez gets set, kicks, fires the pitch. Fastball at 95, a 4-seamer. It's taken all the way for a called strike. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn on those notification bell icons. So that way you know when I upload. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch upstairs for a ball. We have 30 likes, 50 people on here watching. 12 of you have not liked this video. You guys are frauds. Unless you end up liking it. But we love you guys. We do. You guys are good frauds. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch was outside for ball 2. It's a 2-1 count, and the 2-1 pitch. Low for ball 3. It hit the dirt. There was a slider at 87. What's a Sprite cranberry? Three balls, one strike. The next pitch, and Brandon Marsh. How about this? He has walked 4 times today. That pitch was way up high. Good plate discipline for Brandon Marsh. Walked in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, then in the 6th. But the trend has stopped as he just walked in an odd inning. Here comes Rojas, who pops this one out to second base, and there to make the catch is Drury, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies lead at 6-5. In the series finale against the Angels as they're looking for a sweep. I'll be right back in just a few moments. See you very, very soon. Uncle Billy in Philly. Not sure I'm ready to subscribe yet. All right, well, you don't have to, but I'll be right back. You definitely don't have to. Cool. All right, we are back on here, guys. We are back. We're back. Yes. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been doing this channel for 8 months. I love doing play-by-play. Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022, and just come on here to just get more and more reps. That's really what it is. And we have fun, and we also interact with people on here too, because this is the new wave of broadcasting. So Gregory Soto is pitching for the Phillies. He is 3-4 on the season in 56 games that he has appeared in, and he'll be facing Luis Renifo. First pitch to Luis is in there for a strike, a slider at 86. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch, foul ball. Renifo is 1 for 3 today. Ohtani waits in the on-deck circle. The ball is 2 strikes. Soto gets the signs from Stubbs behind the plate. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out on a slider that was in the dirt. And there's 1 out. Well, it's more of like a front door slider that he went with right there. And honestly, pretty good pitch that he threw. Got Renifo to buy, and he offered. Here's Ohtani, who struck out in the first. Grounded into a 3-4 fielder's choice. Also Also had an RBI single, too. It was actually a 3-4 double play. I beg your pardon. Back in the third. No balls, 1 strike to Ohtani. The pitch outside for ball 1. It was at 99 miles per hour. Ohtani got his 95th run batted in this season. The 1-1. Low and outside for ball 2. Soto was a 4.53 ERA. And a 1.17 whip. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider at 86. That was just a little bit low. Maybe by a hair. But it's a 2-2 count now. One out, nobody on in the top of the 8th. Phillies lead at 6-5. The 2-2. Low again at 99. Three balls, 2 strikes to Ohtani. Soto with the payoff pitch. Here it comes. It's low and outside. And Ohtani walks and gets on for the second time today. Here comes Brandon Drury, who's 1 for 3. Had an RBI single in the 5th. You're such a troll, Larry. We all know. First pitch to Drury. It's a slider at the knees for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, another slider. That time it's low for ball 1. Cristopher Sanchez was the one that made the error. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, low for ball 1. There's 1 out in the top of the 8th. Drury is up. Soto with 12 pitches so far. The 1-2 pitch, here it is, inside and high for ball 2. Just saw that, fortunately, Julio Rodriguez, he just can't stay healthy. He's out again with a sore throat, a sore throat. Sorry, a sore foot. Sore throat. There's definitely a difference. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch was up high and inside for ball 3. Sometimes I just make myself laugh on here. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, guys. Payoff pitch. Here it is, up high for ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by Gregory Soto. And that puts runners over at first and second. Now if you're Rob, well, he is going to go out, and they will make another move as he'll go back to the bullpen. Soto just did not have his stuff today. Don't know what it is, but am I a troll or a fraud? Make up your mind. Is that a trivia question? Or is that a trick? I meant to ask if it was a trick question, but is that a trivia question too? My gosh. I think it's a trick question. I think it's both. You're a Phillies troll and a fraud, which is a great thing. With a capital P and an H. Yes. All right, guys. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We cover Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, Patriots football. Man, oh man, we've been really growing a lot We do Phillies games almost every day, guys. We really do. Except we didn't do it for 4 days because I was in Nashville, and I had a really nice time. And I hope you guys had a good time without me. I hope you guys partied without me. And now we're back in business, so the party's over. No Eagles. Yeah. This may turn you off, but I have to be straightforward because I'm straightforward with everybody, okay? I don't hate the Eagles. I really don't, okay? I don't hate any team. There's no such thing. I think hate is a strong word, but I don't dislike the Eagles, right? I have to try to get that out of my vocabulary. However, I did not grow up watching the Eagles. And I was at an event, though there's a whole story behind it. I'll get into it another day. But I am not an Eagles fan. I am a Pats fan. A Pats fan. I know that that's a turnoff. I understand. But think about it like this, okay? If you watch the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Flyers, right? Eagles only play 17 games, plus maybe a couple playoff games. So for baseball, that's nothing. 1 out. And here's the first pitch. Line drive into center field for a base hit. Rojas gets over to it. And Ohtani will stop over at third base. And that's going to load the bases. So Sir Anthony Dominguez literally just came in. I hate when the NBC Sports does that. It's like the first pitch. Sometimes they just come back. And it's like, well, the first pitch is right here. And that's what happened. So Sir Anthony Dominguez just allowed a single to Randall Grichuk, and here's Logan O'Hoppe looking to do some damage against his former ball club. Was traded for Brandon Marsh last year along with Mickey Moniak. First pitch, check swing, foul ball. Was a sinker at 98 miles per hour. Billy, if that was you that subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. If it wasn't you and if it was somebody else, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome on into the play-by-play with JJ family. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1, grounder down the third base line. It is a foul ball. Thank goodness. Steven wants to know, are you going to dare to root for the Pats during your play-by-play? The season opener versus the Eagles. Well, I covered Patriots games, so of course. The 0-2, it's outside for ball 1. I mean, like, it'll be like what I do for the Phillies, right? Like, you have the homer side, like where we don't go too overboard, right? But we give the opposition credit too. We give both sides of the info. The 1-2 delivery fouled right off of the shin guard of Garrett Stubbs. He's really been getting banged up behind the plate today. And he's probably going to wake up sore tomorrow. There's JT in the dugout having the afternoon off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ohtani at third. Drury at second. Grichuk at first. Bases loaded. 1 out. The 1-2 outside. A slider at 87. Eagles do have some really good players. And I really don't even dislike the Eagles. I just didn't get into them when I was young. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch popped up. Good pitch thrown by Dominguez. The pitch was jammed. It was a slider, and Turner is there to make the catch over towards the outfield grass, and there's 2 away. I really like that pitch. He decided to go with a slider. O'Hoppe, I think, it looked like he was thinking that he was going to get a fastball because he swung a little bit early. And here comes Hunter Renfroe. Phillies need 1 more out to get out of the inning unscathed. Dominguez comes set. The pitch upstairs. Renfroe, lifetime against Dominguez, is 0 for 2. And during both of those at-bats, he has struck out twice. Both of those times. The 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Ohtani will come in to score. And the runner behind him will come in to score too. And it's now a 7-6 ball game as the Angels retake the lead. And the Phillies pitching just cannot hold up their end of the bargain today. So Hunter Renfroe is honestly on cycle watch. He has a homer, a double, and now gets on with a 2-run single. That puts runners at the corners. And here comes Eduardo Escobar batting on the left side. The pitch popped up. It out over towards the first base side in foul territory, and it'll go a couple of rows behind the first base dugout. Can't wait to see the chat on your Pats Eagles cast. That's going to be really wild. Thank you, Uncle Billy. I appreciate you for joining the play-by-play with JJ family. The ball's 1 strike, and the 0-1 offering. Foul ball. 97 miles per hour. The pitch that Hunter Renfroe got was a fastball right down the middle of the plate. And sometimes, Sir Anthony could get up to the triple digits last year. He just hasn't been able to do that this year. A lot of it's because of injuries, but I think that last year it probably would have been a different result. The 0-2 fouled back. And sometimes as a pitcher, I've learned from people that when you don't have your stuff and when you mentally think that you still have it, you still have the 100-mile-per-hour pitches in you, that's where the mind games really come in, because you really have to trust your stuff. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch that was low and outside. The inning is over. The Angels do take the lead back, though, as they lead it 7-6 on a 2-run single by Hunter Renfroe. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies down 7-6 in the series finale at the bank. Thank you so much for subscribing, man. Reese, what's going on? The pitching just couldn't make the stops that they needed. Nope. So far, not yet. Got to keep running Sir Anthony out there, but I don't trust him at all. It's a lose-lose, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, we got them right where we want them. Yep, the game's not over, guys. Got to play all outs. You do. That's why we love baseball, because there's always so much that can happen. How long has this game been? It's 2 hours and 29 minutes old. Okay. So what did Escobar do? Grounded out, right? I already forget now. I don't think he grounded out. Did Escobar ground out? Why am I blanking out on this, guys? That's not good. That's really not good. What did Escobar just do? What did Escobar just do? I'm looking it up right now. Phillies have the bottom of the lineup coming up. It'll be Stubbs. Well, actually, yeah. They'll flip it back to the top, but Garrett Stubbs will be leading off. Struck out swinging. Okay, thanks. I don't know why I had a brain freeze, but I did. Thanks. Ugh. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies down 7-6. Garrett Stubbs will lead things off. He's 2 hits on the day. Also had an RBI fielder's choice ground out, too. First pitch to Stubbs. He bunts at that one, and it's just fouled. White Sox have a 10-5 lead against the Baltimore Orioles in the top of the 8th. They're playing at Baltimore at Camden Yard. Twins have a 2-1 lead against the Cleveland Guardians. The 0-1 foul ball down the first base line. Short-term memory, old man. I've noticed, actually, and I'm a big Merrill Reese fan. As the 0-2, it's a bouncer that's fouled again. I'm a big Merrill Reese fan, okay? I love Merrill Reese. But sometimes, because he's been doing this for a while, I hope that he's not losing his touch, because sometimes I can hear it in the calls. The 0-2 pitch, fly ball, hit out to deep right field. It's a foul ball, though. But I heard him on the very last Eagles preseason game. There was a play where he thought it was intercepted, but it wasn't. He's been making some of those hiccups. And again, we love Merrill Reese. Incredible broadcaster. The 0-2, off the plate for ball 1. But I do take note of those things. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matt Moore on the bump, former Philly. The pitch, fouled off. Moore is 34 years old. Was with the Tampa Bay Rays from 2011 to 2016. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Check swing, did he go? And Garrett Stubbs did go around, according to Las Diaz. Third base umpire, did he go? Yes, he did. He did. That was the right call. Phillies are down to their final 5 outs. But no need to panic just yet. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. He takes the first pitch upstairs and outside. Reese has been around a long time, says Larry. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0, it's low and outside for ball 2. I think I said this the other day, but I was listening to an interview that he did, because I have a friend that graduated from school with me and actually got to work for Merrill and his station that he runs. 2 balls, no strikes to Schwarber. The pitch just fouled off on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. But anyhow, the one thing that he said during an interview that I got to watch, I've watched a couple of his interviews. 2-1, line drive into right field for a base hit as it takes about 2 bounces or so right in front of Renfroe. And there's a 1-out single, and here comes Trey Turner, who would a go-ahead 3-run homer his last time up to put the Phillies up 6-5. Turner has a 19-game home hitting streak. But anyhow, just to finish up the story, he said that somebody talked to him and called him. I think it was back in 2015 or something. But he said that, I don't usually call into radio stations, but I'm blind. And you, Merrill, have taught me the game of football. And that, to me, is the ultimate compliment that you can give to a broadcaster. First pitch, swing and a miss. Teaching a blind person about the game of football. Where everybody is on the field. What play is going on. Those types of things. That, I think, is what makes this job incredible. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, low and in the dirt, actually, for ball 1. Cesar Hernandez and Scott Rolen have the longest home hitting streaks in Phillies history with 20. 1 ball, 1 strike to Turner. The next pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup at 85. So Turner would need to play 1 more home game, or in his next home game, I should say. Would have to get a hit to tie that record. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2, a fastball at 96 upstairs. Harper waits in the on-deck circle. He's looking for redemption. He's 0 for 3 today. Grounded into a double play, struck out, and also walked. Turner 2 for 5 lifetime against Matt Moore. The 2-2 pitch. Just a little bit up high. Good eye by Turner. I guess it could have gone either way. It was a pretty close pitch. According to StatCast, it did catch the edge of the plate. Thought in real time, though, it was a little bit high, but the count is full at 3-2. 1 out, a runner at first. Fans standing on their feet. The payoff pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss on a changeup at 86, and Trey Turner will head back to the dugout. And the fans will sit back down. How about Matt Moore with the silencer? Off-speed pitch. Harper has not had a hit off of Matt Moore lifetime. He's 0 for 6 with a strikeout. The only time he got on base was by walking. First pitch to Bryce. Here it is. Swinging a fly ball. Hit out to deep right field. And that is going back to the track, to the wall. Number 300 for Bryce Harper. 8-7 in the bottom of the 8th. As he hits home run number 15 on the season and number 300 of his career. He just tied Dale Murphy for the 70th fastest player of all time to get to 300 career home runs. And this place explodes. Well, last year, when the Phillies went on that miraculous run, as Harper goes out and gives a standing ovation to the fans and a little curtain call. He had a big game-tying home run last year with the bases loaded, and the Phillies went on that miraculous run. And they came back and won that game by a score of 9-6 after the walk-off, or 9-7 after the walk-off 3-run home run by Bryson Stott. But it just goes to show that the leader of the team is back. 1 ball, no strikes to Castellanos. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the fan that just caught that home run, man. What a souvenir. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Trey Turner and Bryce Harper are going off. The 1-2 to Castellanos inside for ball 2. He is on a whole new level, Bryce Harper. Back to his MVP self. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Fly ball hit out to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. It's the 3rd bloop single of the day for Nick Castellanos. And he stands over at first with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. You couldn't tell if Harper's homer was just going to go out, but it did. I was thinking it was gonna, and then it looked like it was going to die out there, and then it just got over the out-of-town scoreboard. Here comes Bryson Stott, who takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Let's go. One ball, no strikes to Stott, and the 1-0 offering. It's a foul ball down the left field line at 95. If you're new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. The last player to hit 300 home runs in a Phillies uniform, or to get his 300th home run in a Phillies uniform, was Ryan Howard back in 2012. The 1-1, slow for ball 2. And he does it off of his former teammate, Matt Moore, too, which is also really impressive. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the 2-1 fouled off. I wonder if that has ever happened. You hit your 300th career home run off of your former teammate? Wonder if that's been done. If anybody could look that up for me, please let me know. Be my spotter for that. 2-2 is the count to Stott. 2 outs. Castellanos at first, and the pitch just fouled off, and Stott stays alive. That's a way to take the lead. Yes! It is HRTY. Does that stand for home run thank you, Bryce? See what I did there? See what I did there? 2-2 pitch. High bouncer. Hit over towards the second base side. Drury has it. Throws over to first, and Stott is out by half a step. The Phillies, they take an 8-7 lead on career home run number 300 for Bryce Harper. And we go to the top of the 9th. The Phillies are looking for the sweep, and they're 3 outs away from doing so. That swing. Unbelievable. History in the books for Bryce. Sorry, I'm writing down a note. Sorry. When I cut my highlights, I want to make sure that I get that. There we go. It is home run, but TY is my initials. Got you, man. You play baseball? Oh, that's really cool. Oh, if you don't mind me asking, what position do you play, if you don't mind? My name is Jason Joseph, guys. Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate you all so much. We do almost every single Phillies game. We do 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, Patriots football. I give you this content for free. We started this channel 8 months ago, and have been really going at it nonstop. All right, we need 63 more subscribers to get to the 1,000 mark, guys. Let me take a sip of water. You know, you guys don't realize this, but as broadcasters, man, like I know that we're not players, but we have to keep our mental health and our voice and even our eyes and our ears like in really good condition. So exercising is really important for us, because when you're sitting here for a while, you know, you really got to keep yourself in shape, and this is a grind too, just like for the athletes, you know? It's a grind for us too. Especially for baseball when you're talking on the mic almost every single day. Probably have a nice cup of tea after this. But, yeah, man. How about Bryce Harper? An unbelievable feat for him. Here comes Craig Kimbrell, who will be pitching the ninth against the Angels. First pitch. It's a slider in there for a strike at the knees. Phillies are 3 outs away from taking the sweep and going 8-1 during this 9-game homestand. No balls, 1 strike. Kimbrell gets set above the letters. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a high cheese fastball at 96. What's up, Chris? How we doing? Just getting done with work. Welcome back. Missed the enthusiasm. Yes, no balls, 2 strikes. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-2 pitch. Line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Or is it foul? It's foul. It was just foul. It looked like it stayed in the line from the initial play. Let's see. Nope, it just missed. And you can't see the umpire ruling the ball, whether or not it was fair or foul. So Kimbrell is 7-4. He has 21 saves in 23 opportunities, a 3.21 ERA, 74 strikeouts, and less than 25 walks allowed. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, but the ball gets away from Stubbs, and Stubbs won't even throw it to first. And the Phillies are going to have an extra out to deal with on a drop strike 3 by Garrett Stubbs. Sort of like a wild pitch, though, too. Stubbs just could not handle it. He tried to flip the glove in an upward position. Or in a downward position where the glove was facing up. But just could not get over there. That's cool, HRT. A home run TY. Should I call you HRTY? I think that's what I'll call you. So a drop strike 3. And here comes Nolan Shmuel. First pitch, grounder, hit right between the hole, between first and second, and it gets through for a base hit. Going over to third base now is Andrew Velazquez, and now there's runners at the corners with nobody out in the top of the 9th. It's an E2. Okay. Shohei Ohtani waits in the on-deck circle. Here comes Luis Renifo. Something is just not right with Kimbrell, even though it wasn't a bad pitch. That wasn't Kimbrell's fault, though, Larry. It was a low pitch, too. First pitch to Renifo is swung on and missed. But yeah, the bullpen overall. Yeah. But that was not Kimbrell's fault. Just a better at-bat. And an unlucky bounce, too. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 up high and outside for ball 1. 96 miles per hour on the gun for Craig. Yeah, no, the bullpen in general, sure. Yeah, absolutely. 1 ball, 1 strike to Renifo, who's 1 for 4 today. The 1-1. Check swing, did he go? Third base umpire says no. Pitch was up high. Two balls, 1 strike to Kimbrell. To Renifo, sorry. The pitch, low again for ball 3. Time we went with a slider. Ohtani waits in the on-deck circle. Kimbrell's 35 years old. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch. Fly ball hit out to center field. Going back is Rojas. This should be enough room for the runner to score, and it will. Rojas makes the catch, and it's a sacrifice fly. It's now the 3rd blown save on the season for Craig Kimbrell. And it's now an 8-8 ball game. And Shohei Ohtani is due up. Ohtani is 1-for-1 lifetime against Kimbrell. But that is not an earned run allowed by Craig. Keep that in mind. First pitch to Shohei on the outside corner for a strike. A runner at first. It's Nolan Shanuel. The 0-1 on the outside corner for a called strike, a fastball at 97. Shohei is 1-for-3 on the afternoon. No balls, 2 strikes. Kimbrell gets set above the letters. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 97 again on an elevated fastball outside. There's 2 outs. Well, you could certainly play with a pitch right there. I don't know what Ohtani was swinging at, but he got fooled. Thought it was going to be something good, but it wasn't. Brandon Drury is due up. There's 2 outs in the top of the 9th. It's an 8-8 game. First pitch on the outside corner, but it's taken for a ball as Estabrook says it was not a strike. Drury's 1-for-3 with a walk. So the Phillies, if they're going to win, they're going to have to walk it off. Yes. The pitch. Strike called at 97. Lots of gas on the heater. Drury today, is 1-for-3. I got to take a break after this. The 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. He was late on the fastball again. Just throwing lots of fastballs now. And there's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brandon Drury. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. It's 8-8 in Philadelphia. A runner at first. The 1-2. Low for ball 2. We can't take a step off after this. I forgot. We have more and more people coming on. We can't do that. We got to promote. 2-2 is the count to Drury. Can Kimbrell get out of the inning with a tie? The pitch. Fly ball hit out to right field. That's going back to the track, and Marsh looks up. It's gone. An opposite field home run for Brandon Drury, and the Angels have put up 10 runs on the day. Are you kidding me? Couldn't tell if that was a fastball or a slider. But Drury with a big 2-run blast. And here comes Randall Grichuk. 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the 9th. First pitch. It's a knuckle curve outside for a ball. There's been a lot of talks about Craig Kimbrell and his struggles since the All-Star break. And that is certainly going to be another discussion here. But it certainly didn't help with the defense either in the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch, high for ball 2. Kimbrell not wasting any time. The 2-0 delivery outside for ball 3. I'm surprised that Stubbs is not calling for time here. Grichuk is 1 for 3 with a single back in the 8th inning. Phillies in their bottom of the 9th will have Stott, Bohm, and Marsh due up. The 3-0. It's outside for ball 4. And Kimbrel is not happy with himself. And now Stubbs will call for time. I don't even think Cotham is going to go out there. Trey Turner does. Dylan Covey is getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. This is unbelievable. Two outs and a runner over at first. Again, it's Grichuk this time. We're in the top of the 9th. Logan O'Hoppe is due up. 22 pitches in this inning for Kimbrel. Only one earned run. The pitch. Low and outside for a ball. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, actually. One ball, no strikes to O'Hoppe. The next pitch, outside again for ball 2, and this is embarrassing. It's been a 50-50. Actually, yeah, it's been almost a 50-50 strike-to-ball ratio. The 2-0 pitch, fly ball hit out to left center field. And Rojas is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Who just unsubscribed to the channel? We have 2 unsubscribers? Man. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Bohm, Marsh, and Rojas are coming up. Why did you guys unsubscribe? We need a new closer, says Mark Ace. Well, that's certainly a disappointment, for sure. Relief pitching is a must-need, says Reese. Yes. Yay. There we go. Was not me, says Uncle Billy in Philly. I'm not saying it was you. I don't know who it was. Sometimes, like, what happens is that it's just like the computer, or like a bot will do it. But nope, it's not over. Still ain't over. We go to the bottom of the 9th. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're doing well, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Algo people, do your magic, man. Do your magic. We need 5 more likes to get to 50. We have 69 people on here. 45 thumbs ups. We need more. 24 of you have not liked this video. And I'm sure that some of you have not subscribed to the channel. So please make sure that you guys do that. All right, so we got to cut 2 highlights so far. Game is not over. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Bryson Stott will lead things off. Phillies down to their final 3 outs. Man, oh man. I guess this is what happens when you're trying to get back into the swing of things. We don't need a new closer. Everyone goes through these phases, so let him get through it. I'm with you on that. Goodbye. See you all next stream. Sounds good. Here's another subscriber. Oh, boy. 23 hits today between both teams combined. We have a couple of defensive changes that we'll get into just a few moments. Carlos Estevez, the closer for the Angels, will go out there. He's 28 for 30 in save opportunities. His ERA is at 3.4. So he'll be facing off against Bryson Stott here. Kimbrel doesn't know how to throw a breaking ball. In the bottom of the 9th, Alec Bohm will lead off, actually. First pitch, line drive into left field. It's a foul ball. I'm so confused. We're losing subscribers. What the hell is going on? What the heck is going on? We got 71 people on here. This is so weird. Huh. We just lost like 5 subscribers. That's like never happened to me before. No balls, 1 strike to Bohm. The pitch. Foul ball. Just 1 base runner, please, says Reese. Marsh will be the hero coming up. I hope so. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Bohm. Upstairs for a ball. Something must be going on with the computer. One ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch, fouled back. That's so weird. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Estevez gets set. Kick steals the pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. It looked like it was maybe a hair inside, but nope. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. That was a good pitch. Guys, whoever keeps unsubscribing, stop. What the heck is going on? Who's doing this? Do you guys see this too? First pitch. It's in there for a strike to Brandon Marsh. Estevez with 6 pitches already. And the 0-1, it's outside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to Marsh. The pitch, foul ball. Whoever controls that green box. It's honestly, well, this is a window capture, so it could be like one of my moderators doing this. I don't know. I guess that could be a possibility. The 1-2. Foul ball. And Marsh stays alive. But I don't know how a mod would have control over that. That I don't understand. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch upstairs for ball 2. Way up high it was to Marsh. I wouldn't know how, says Larry. Two and two is the count to Marsh. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Foul ball again. Estevez trying to battle with Marsh right here. I think it stopped. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. Here it is. The pitch inside and low for ball 3. I've never seen that happen before. That's so weird. So the count is full to Marsh. The payoff pitch, here it is. It's fouled off again. Marsh has gotten on base all 4 times via walk. 8 pitches in this at-bat. He's fouled off 4. He has to get aboard in order to bring the tying run up. The payoff pitch. Here it is again. Another foul ball. He stays alive. If a sub does, does the count go down automatically? I don't know what that means. All 4 seamers in this at-bat, except for 1 changeup. The 3-2 pitch. Another 4-seamer that's just fouled off, and Marsh may have swung at ball 4, but nonetheless, he fights it off again. Phillies down 10-8. Schwarber clapping along in the dugout, though. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch. We'll do it again. Another foul ball. Marsh is teeing off and staying alive. On deck is Yohan Rojas. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch. Grounder pulled over towards second base and the throw to first. That's in time. Marsh loses the battle. And the Phillies are down to their final out. What's up, David? How you doing? Here comes Yohan Rojas. Phillies down to their final out in the bottom of the 9th. They trail 10-8. First pitch to Rojas. It's taken in there for a strike. Two outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 9th. The 0-1 pitch inside for ball 1. On deck is Stubbs. And again, if they even want to try to tie the game, one runner has to get aboard. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive down the left field line. It's hooking foul, and it'll stay foul, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. They've had to come back 4 times today. 20 pitches by Estevez, and time is called really quickly. This time it's by Rojas. My first time to watch your live. Thank you. Appreciate it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Carlos Estevez gets the save. And the Angels do not get swept. The Phillies still win the series, though. Unfortunately, wasn't the way that they planned it. So they certainly had a lot of their offensive moments. Phillies are still 3.5 games above the Chicago Cubs for that. Or the Cubs are 3.5 games behind them for that first wild card spot. And well, unfortunately, the Phillies bullpen absolutely struggled today as they gave up 8 runs combined. Player of the game, though, has to be Brandon Drury, who with the go-ahead homer in that 9th inning. But the Phillies do lose by a final score of 10-8. This was the perfect situation for Harper, and they blew it. Yep. It's unfortunate, but you know what? There's always Friday. And again, love this team, but in the short scheme of things, this was a tough loss for sure. All right, guys. I'm going to be gone for a while, so I'll be back Monday, says HRTY. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming on here. Bryce's 300th homer, and they still couldn't win the game. I know. John Wayne, what's going on, dude? Well done, JJ. First timer. Thank you, man. Yeah, we do this all the time. We'll be back Friday night, man. I'll see you guys then, all right? I love you guys so much. We just came back from Nashville like late last night, so it was a very quick turnaround, so didn't really spend as much time prepping today as I wanted to. But I'm just happy to have the headphones back on, so we'll get more stats and have more and more things to talk about on Friday. So, but tough loss for the Phillies, and I'll be back Friday. I'll see you guys really soon. It's just a shame that they battled back so many times and the pitching just couldn't keep it together. That's baseball. It's baseball, man. On to the next one, as Jay-Z would say. Love you guys. Lila Tov. Catch you all on the next one. Good night.